The industrial organizational psychologist in me is very sad that you feel lucky, not just expected to work with people who care about the quality of your work. The researcher of the unwritten rules of work in me, however, is not surprised. As I've said in, I think, this video, there are two types of job performance: task performance and contextual performance. Task performance is what's in your job description, and it should be based on the bottom of this pyramid, which is coming out of a job analysis or competency modeling that was the foundation that was made to meet the organizational goals at the top. And all of these human behaviors in between, the employee life cycle should be aligned with that. That is best practice. That is what really great companies and a lot of federal agencies do. It is not what most companies do until they run into problems, which they inevitably do. Contextual performance is all that other stuff, and that's what my research on the unwritten rules of work is attempting to clarify, particularly for people from low-income backgrounds. Contextual performance plays a role here. The unwritten rules play a role here. So, for example, some of the unwritten rules that my research has discovered has been compliance, right? Being voiceless, just agreeing, not disagreeing, bowing to the ego. While you always want to be respectful and realize that you as a newer or more junior person do not know as much as someone more senior, likely, you are also noticing things that they may not notice. You bring in new skill sets that they may not have, and you're likely actually have your hands on the product. So if there is a contextual performance, a culture, the unwritten rule of compliance, you may not actually be able to perform your job well without it harming an organizational goal. A lot of people in my comments today were talking about Boeing. I think this is a great example. We know there were whistleblowers who brought up that there was safety problems. That was not listened to. The planes have been falling apart in the sky. This impacts the performance of the organization. I mean, there was that announcement a few months ago of like Boeing might not survive this. That was a choice made much earlier in this cycle that could have been prevented. We also saw this with the Titanic submarine. There was documented emails of engineers and experts telling that CEO, this is not safe. If you put it in the ocean, people will die. And that CEO responded, you're just against innovation. It's one thing to try a new flavor of bubblegum as innovation, and another to stick 6 people in a submarine and try to go to the bottom of the ocean. And he paid the price for that personally. Another unwritten rule for my work is individualism. You should only take care of yourself and not your team. This is a clash for people from working class backgrounds that are used to working together as a community. Yet, I don't think I've ever seen a single company not claim to be about teamwork on their website. So if what is needed in your organizational goals is to have a team working together, but you have contextual performance encouraging backstabbing, unhealthy levels of competition, only rewarding individuals, then you're not going to reach those organizational goals. So, just a little more food for thought.